Slightly too low. Hello. Oh, okay, good. Хорошо. Okay, welcome to my talk. My second talk, this time about Apache TomEE. And I'm well, crazy. I'm crazy about speaking about JavaEE. So, given I could speak about Apache TomEE, I took this opportunity. Instead, I could speak about a little bit about Liberty Profile, which you might be aware of. IBM released version 8.5, and there was something very close to Apache TomEE. That's something I had to mention. Because if you follow me on Twitter, you might have noticed lots of tweets about different application server, which I'm currently crazy about. Okay, so Apache TomEE. Apache TomEE, what's Apache TomEE? It's just a tomcat. And the question that comes after I say so, or I used to say, is who does not know Tomcat? Yeah, that's the answer. That's the response I usually expect from the audience, from the public. Why? Because Tomcat is everywhere, and everybody knows Tomcat. So, what can you do with Tomcat? Think about it. Well, almost everything you might be thinking of as far as web applications are concerned, right? So, if you are thinking about web applications, you might be thinking about Apache Tomcat. Now, why do we need yet another Apache Tomcat clone, which is named or called Apache TomEE? Well, because if you wanna create web applications with some additional specification besides Java servlets or Java server pages, you need to take some time to create an environment for your applications, right? So you bundle Spring Framework, some additional jars, and you put it atop Apache Tomcat, and you're done. Well, if you are doing it this way, if you are doing your job this way, you are skilled enough to do it. But then think about other people, like your kid, or I'm not sure if you've got kids, but still, who have kids? Okay, 1, 2, okay, few. Okay, just think about your kids, trying to combine all the knowledge you've got so far and create a fully certified application server for your applications that's based on Apache Tomcat. That might not be an easy task. And I'm pretty sure you are also not skilled enough to create a fully certified application server atop Apache Tomcat. Even though you could do it, I'm pretty sure you are not given enough time to do it, because you are paid for other tasks, right? So you don't care about runtime environment. You just want to develop your applications. That's what TomEE is all about, is to create an environment, runtime environment, for your web applications. Okay, that's kind of an introduction, just to keep you awake and keep you here, rather than going to another room. So, a few sentences about me. I'm Jacek Laskowski. I came here from Poland and I speak Polish, so prawdopodobnie moglibyście mnie rozumieć, gdybym mówił po polsku, ale jak zacznę mówić po polsku, to się pewnie rozpędzę i nikt mnie nie zrozumie. Więc dajmy sobie z tym spokój. So I switched to English because English is the language everybody knows. Da? Yeah. Okay. So, although I speak Russian a little bit, I'm not skilled enough to speak about TomEE in Russian. And especially that I'm not in Russia, I'm not gonna speak Russian. So history, you know it. So I'm an enthusiast of functional programming languages like Clojure, Scala, and F#, Microsoft Functional Programming Language, which I truly propose to learn. But then, what I meant to say here, showing the slide, is that I'm Apache OpenEJB and Apache TomEE committer. But don't get it for granted that I know a lot about TomEE, because I'm just a lurker. I'm not sure. I'm just próbuję zrozumieć. Yeah, try to understand. Yeah, I know. Try to understand what's going on behind Apache OpenEJB and TomEE, and I try to answer some questions, you know, improve some code, and that's what these people behind these projects thought. Well, let's invite Jacek to become a committer. That's all I know about Apache TomEE and OpenEJB. Okay, I'm also an IBMer in World Wide Web Competitive Migration Team, which is the team to migrate. There are 15 people in this team to migrate customers from alternative application servers like Apache TomEE or Tomcat to our own web application server. But then, let's forget about this for a moment. Today is a weekend, so I can do it. So let me start with a big thanks to David Blevins and the team behind Apache OpenEJB and Apache TomEE, because they did a lot of work behind these two offerings, and so I can talk about it right now and claim I'm a committer of this project. So what's Apache TomEE? Since you already know what Tomcat is, I'm not gonna discuss it. It's just another environment. It's just an application server, yet another application server that supports two specifications. Actually, for some, is the implementation for Java servlets and Java server pages. That's all. That's all you can expect from Tomcat. What about other specs from Java EE? Do you know CDI? Well, okay. So you понимаю CDI. Do you? Okay, good. Okay. So let's. What about EJB? Do you care about EJB? Okay, there are people who care about EJB. Why do you care about EJB? Sorry? It's too hard to say. Okay. The answer is simple.
Session beans?
No. Well, session bean is just a kind of a bean supported by EJB. But why would you use session beans?
Thread safe.
Thread safe. Good point. But it is. Yeah.
I don't want to care about some stuff for
Say it. No. Yes, transactions. Think about transactions in Tomcat. There are none. Well, Spring is not Tomcat. Yet. So Apache Tomcat and transactions or security. Well, there is a security layer in Tomcat because servlets and JSPs support security declaratively, but then think about it. Tomcat is very, very thin in features it provides. So if you want to go beyond Java servlets and Java server pages, you will need to have another runtime environment or enhance Tomcat with some additional components. Well, after the talk about OSGI, I'm pretty sure you understand what component is. So if you've got component, you can put it under the cover of Apache Tomcat and claim it's still Tomcat, but it's not. And then, where would you put Spring Framework jars? Inside your web apps, right? Think about two web apps that use Spring. How much memory you would have to have for Tomcat to host these two applications that have the same jars in their memory?
And avoid jar health.
Well, you avoided it, but then you increase the memory consumption you need for your applications. So my point is, just okay. That's something you have to think while working with Tomcat. Okay, so now, what's JavaEE web profile? Have you heard about this specification? Okay, good. What about other people? You've never heard about? Okay. What's web profile?
Web profile is a set of specifications.
Yes.
It's not all JavaEE.
Yeah. Okay. So in JavaEE, yes, that's correct answer. So in essence, JavaEE 6 is a very big platform. It's very huge specification-wise. So people behind JavaEE 6 came to the conclusion to minimize the number of specifications that are required to be supported by application servers that are only for web applications. So JavaEE web profile is a subset of specifications of JavaEE, the full platform, only merely for web applications. That's it. So if you need something more than servlets and JSPs like CDI, it's a Spring Framework under the covers. Well, in some sense. Looking at Spring Framework as DI framework. So you can expect to have a CDI implementation included on the JavaEE web profile platform. Okay, so what are the specs that constitute JavaEE 6 web profile? You know servlets, you know Java server pages, but there are quite a few other specifications that are very useful for your web apps that you probably included in your web apps to create your web apps. So, what about Java server faces? Have you used it? Yes. Yeah. It's good for some web applications, some form-based applications, but not for every web application. Enterprise Java Beans, Lite, it's included. Okay. There is a Java Persistence API. Have you used JPA? Well, I'm pretty sure you do. Or so you did. So, or you leverage your development, or you base your development on Spring Framework, who did it for you. But then it's basically Java JPA under the covers. Bean validation. How many times? How often have you checked if the parameter that's passed from a browser is not null? It's so often that people created a bean validation spec just to annotate a field to be non-null. That's it. That's simple. Manage beans interceptors, okay? Interceptors, AOP, I believe you know what abstract-oriented programming is, because since you've been using Spring Framework, you should be aware of interceptors around methods, annotations in Spring and some other fancy stuff. Okay, and the last but definitely not least, context and dependency injection. That's the main reason you are using Spring Framework, isn't it? Yeah. because you need dependency injection framework. Now it's included in Java EE 6 specification or platform. But then, what would you have to do to have CDI in servlets and Java server pages? Well, you would include Spring Framework in your web app and run it atop Tomcat. Now, the game is over. You don't have to do it. Why? Because TomEE is coming. Well, it is. TomEE is Tomcat plus additional jars to make it fully compatible with the requirements of Java EE 6 web profile. Think about it. Even though you include a couple of jars to make your web application as rich as other applications running atop Java EE 6 web profile certified application server, it's not certified. Because your application is not gonna take the road of passing some certifications. But then, would you like to have a runtime environment that's Tomcat and is Java EE 6 web profile certified? That'd be quite useful in many cases while developing web applications. You don't have to, add additional jars. You just expect it to be available on Tomcat. I'm not mistaken. I said Tomcat because TomEE is Tomcat. That's what I need you to remember after this talk. TomEE is Tomcat, but Tomcat is not TomEE. The missing factor is Java EE 6 web profile certification. TomEE developers made every step to create this platform, and they use all Apache implementations. So, okay, so what are the core values of TomEE? First of all, it's small as Tomcat is. So be small is the first core value of TomEE. It's still small. Think about Spring Framework and all the jars you need to download if you made a mistake to include something more than you need. Full of internet is on your computer just because you made a small mistake. Well, it's not to bash Spring Framework. It's a good framework and shaped the future of Java EE platform, but it's not as good as it was. Spring Framework is yet another runtime environment almost, because it tries to embrace everything, just like Java EE. Okay, so be small is the value of TomEE. Be Tomcat. Can you say it about Spring Framework? Is it a Tomcat? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is Spring DM, which bundled Tomcat, but try to administer this beast. Well, you will have to learn new tricks, new administration commands and other stuff, because it's no longer Tomcat. Tomcat is buried under the covers of Spring DM. So effectively it's buried. And be certified. Does it really matter if a runtime environment is certified? Well, for some people, definitely not. But for me, well, if it's free, it's small and it's Tomcat, why not? It's just an additional benefit of using TomEE rather than Tomcat. While TomEE is still Tomcat, I can be sure that my Tomcat administrators will know how to administer this stuff. I don't have to care about any additional certifications, any additional courses, and hours spending trying to explain what TomEE is. Just think about it. Just think about TomEE as Tomcat, and that's it. That's the end of our talk. And yet another point in your CV. So if you know Tomcat, you can put Tommy. Well, that was the case for me. When I was the first time in Ukraine, I met with people here and they told me that polski język jest bardzo podobny do ukraińskiego. Da. I w zasadzie mógłbym mówić po polsku i mimo, że widzę niektóre osoby, które patrzą na mnie, po jakiemu on mówi, to i tak wciąż część rzeczy rozumiecie. So what I did was to include Ukrainian in my CV. Well, with some Russian, I can speak to Ukrainians without using English, right? So certified is like this. You can put certified and Tomcat. It's like this. You can put Tommy in your CV because you know Tomcat, so you know Tommy. Okay. So how much Tomcat changed? Well, a little bit. So if you want to create a Tommy from a Tomcat, just add a couple of jars inside endorsed directory. I'm sorry, it's not visible as it should be, but I didn't know how well it's gonna be displayed here. But then there are some libraries, additional libraries that constitute Tommy. Without them, there wouldn't have been Tommy, or they would not. Well, okay. Third conditional in English is terrible. Okay, so what files we changed? Well, there's a server listener to listens to events published through the wire of Tomcat. So whenever Tomcat will do something, it publishes some information. We catch them and do necessary stuff, like integrating, other additional modules or inform them about changes in the runtime. That's the only change I'd call important. Other changes are pretty small and you don't have to use them. First of all, we added a web app to administer Tommy just for doing something clever, differently. So we defined some roles, some users, but it's optional. If you don't use Tommy web app, you don't need this. And actually, you don't need Tommy web app. So it's optional. Okay, another file that we modified. OpenJP Java Agent. It's to JPA runtimes. So if you don't use build time enhancements for your JPAs, for your entities, you will need it. Otherwise, it's optional. So it's for OpenJPA and Eclipse link to do the proxies and other stuff. Pretty much similar to what Spring framework does. Set class path, don't mention it. It's optional too. And actually, this directory, endorse 7, doesn't exist. Doesn't exist in Tommy. That's the proof. It's optional. What we removed and replaced by more compliant jars is annotation API. It's incomplete, so we just remove it from Tomcat because Tomcat doesn't care about being more complete as far as annotations go. So they provided as little as possible. So we replace it. We replaced EL API jar, and we removed examples web apps. But then we could leave it here. But then it would expand the size of the package, and some people will say it's over 50 megs, so I don't need it. Well, so we remove examples. Okay, Tommy releases. We've got 4 major releases of Apache TomEE, and the last one, the one I'm gonna use, is 1.5.0, released this month. So it's pretty fresh. but it's still certified, so you should be confident that it's well, bulletproof, because it's made the steps to pass the certification. And now I showed this TomEE just 2 days ago during the Java Developers Days in Krakow, and now I should bold this JavaDay in Ukraine. And then there will be another conference in TopCon in Tallinn. Tallinn? Yeah, in Tallinn. Sorry. In Tallinn. So TopConf and JavaDay in LV is, I'm not sure about pronunciation, Litva. Yeah, I said so. Okay, so Apache TomEE 1.0 final release. So, as you can see, as you can read, people were fancy to see it available because they did it on their own. So people, you know, expressed their willingness and their happiness of seeing TomEE available. So this is for 1.0. I suspect that for 1.5 there will be more such comments. Okay, so project involved. How much time do you have yet?
15 minutes.
50 or 15?
15.
Okay. Sort of plus 10 or? No. Okay. So Apache TomEE. So Apache TomEE is just a bundle comprised of open web beans for CDI. It's just an Apache CDI implementation. OpenJB for EJBs. OpenJPA for JPA. My faces for Java server faces. Plus bval for bean validation. And that's it for the basic TomEE release. But we've got another additions like TomEE Plus and tomcat-users.xml for RESTful web services and for JMS. So we also include Apache CXF and Apache NQ for JMS and for JAX-WS and for JAX-RS. Because RESTful web services are not included, or RESTful web services is, because this is the specification name. So RESTful web services is not included in Java EE 6 web profile, so we extended our platform and offered TomEE Plus. Okay, so here is a table with the specs supported by respective editions of TomEE. TomEE, TomEE JAX-RS, and TomEE Plus are in the middle. So as you can see, servlets and server pages, Java server pages, are supported by Tomcat, and so are supported by TomEE and TomEE Plus and TomEE JAX-RS. But the other specifications are not supported by Tomcat. So all you have to do is to download TomEE or add these jars to your application. Okay, so just before I show TomEE in action, I need to make sure that you understand the points behind the benefits in using TomEE. TomEE is Tomcat, which means all tools that are capable of working with Tomcat are supported by TomEE. We haven't changed the public interface of Tomcat. No, that was not our aim. That's what happened for JBoss, for Geronimo, perhaps for Glassfish, that bundled Tomcat that may change the way TomEE works. And there are tools like YourKit, JRebel, New Relic that are supported that support Tomcat and TomEE as well. There is TomEE Maven plugin based upon Jetty Maven plugin to play with TomEE from within your Maven managed projects. So if you are Maven guy, you might be interested in using this Maven plugin. Okay, so TomEE is already available, and think how much time it would take to create TomEE. Well, not that much, but wouldn't it be better to spend this time developing your applications that you are paid for? Well, instead of developing your apps in weeks, you might be interested in developing them in days. Even though 7 days is weeks, but what I've got in my mind is to shorten the time you need to complement your runtime environment with the libs, with the specs you really need. So instead of, bundling your jars in webinf lib or webinf classes, expect them to be available in TomEE. Okay, so enough talking. Well, website traffic. Okay, let's have some demos for TomEE Plus. So what I'm gonna do is to show Servlet 3.0 with Web Servlet. It's supported by Tomcat. So what I'm gonna do with this example is to show that we didn't spoil Tomcat while building TomEE, which means we didn't break anything that was supported by Tomcat. So I'm gonna run this very simple servlet with Web Servlet, because that's all you might expect from Tomcat, nothing else, right? EJB 3.1 with stateless and local bean plus EJB. These are annotations not supported by Tomcat, but are supported by TomEE. And JaxWS and blah blah blah. Okay, I stop here. Yeah, here. That's gonna be a single example, and you might be really surprised to see how little it takes to create 5, 10. 10 is, how is 10 in your language? 10. Ah, okay. 10 minute. Minute? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is to unpack TomEE. So, okay, that might not be as visible as it should be. So, TomEE Plus, it's already available, but I remember I had some changes to, so TomEE Plus, okay, and I've got TomEE downloaded. So, when you download TomEE and Plus, okay, when you download TomEE, you will end up with a single tar zip package. So all I'm gonna do is tar -z. Okay, that's all you need to install TomEE Plus. Well, the same applies to Tomcat, right? Nothing really fancy, but okay. TomEE Plus, just to make sure that I've got. Okay, so what you may expect is some files you know from Tomcat. So let's start this Tomcat just for fun, just to make sure that this is So Catalina, sh and run. Okay, and then. Is this available already? Not yet. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, I forgot to remove TomEE Plus link, and it points to another directory, the one I moved. So now it's Apache. Sorry for this. Apache PS, sorry, oh shh. Okay, good. Wash in your language is wash? Is animal with this, no. Okay, so I'm really sorry for this. TomEE Plus X, okay. So ls TomEE, TomEE TomEE plus and TomEE plus. Okay, good. Now it should be, yeah, okay, good. Client, client call, hey, come on. Okay. I can see more than I should, really. Okay, what about this? TomEE plus, I move it. Okay, so let me remove everything I've got about TomEE. Okay, now do the same with tar.xml, blah blah blah. Okay, and now run TomEE because that's the only one I should have. Oh, it's much better now. Sorry. Okay, so let's start TomEE. So Catalina sh run. Okay, good. Okay, good. Docs, yeah. TomEE. Okay, 4.6. Okay, good. Not very. For starting the server. Okay, and we've got Tomcat. Sorry? Manager, and will ask me for Tomcat and other stuff, and you know how to tweak it, how to configure Tomcat. What do I need?
TomEE.
TomEE users. No. TomEE doesn't work. Why? Yeah. Well, for Tomcat it wouldn't have worked, but for TomEE it works because it's defined in our own, in our users. Yeah. What I meant to show is to use System Manager, and I meant to hear that I need to create a user because by default Tomcat removes the user because of security reasons. Okay, yeah, TomEE works fine. Okay, so I've got Tomcat. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, so this is Tomcat. Now let's run NetBeans because I'm not using it very often, so I'm using it during my talks, and I'm using NetBeans 7.2.1 just to showcase the support for Tomcat, which is actually the support for TomEE because TomEE is Tomcat. So how much time do I have? 5, 5. Okay, yes. So okay, give it a go. Okay, come on. Is your computer as slow as mine?
No, it's NetBeans.
Oh, thanks. It's yes, that's NetBeans. Okay, let's keep it that simple. Okay, yeah. No, don't worry about it. Why? Because that's the indication that NetBeans works fine, because it checked some projects that I've already included in. Yeah, I know.
Don't show.
Yeah, don't show it again, and it's gone. So, you know how to check that your application works fine. Catch one exception. If you see a stack trace in your log, you are sure that this application works fine because the stack trace shows it. So that's for not NetBeans. Okay, so where's my NetBeans? It should already be there. Okay, NetBeans, where are you? Oh, come on, you should be. Ah, okay. It's because it's so small. Why? Wow. Okay. My first time to see it. Okay. Anyway, I've got this environment, and now I'm gonna define a server for my JavaDay developments. So come on, add server. Apache Tomcat. I call it TomEE for now. Okay, I define a APPS and Apache TomEE plus, open, and let's keep it simple, and and finish. Okay, good. Okay, we've got you know, since the app is running, you can see there are applications visible here. Okay. Yeah, because TomEE doesn't have manager script. Yeah, I know. Okay. So I don't care about it. So yeah. So let's create a. It amazes me. It really amazes me. Let's create a new project. Come on. Let's close it. So, come on. Yeah, I know, but then, no, I don't want this. Okay, so web application, and let's create this hello web. Okay, next, let's define TomEE as the application server. Let's not define its context and dependency injection capable. So I unclick it. I click it to enable it, but then. Okay, and that's it. I don't need any other framework for my developments. Okay, good. So this hello-like web application is defined. Okay, and now this. Let me close it. What was the name? Oh, hello web. Yes. So let's run it. Run it up TomEE. So since it's already I might you know, we might see some problems in deployment. Why? Because I need to why did I do it? Yeah, I know, properties. Now I'm in a hurry. It doesn't help me much. So, oh well, I can. So what I need to do is to go to and fix conf users. Tomcat users, just to show you this, and define this TomEE belongs to what is the role I need? Manager script. You know it, do you? Manager script, right?
Yes.
That's my first time I do it in public or publicly. So. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, and since so I need to kill it. Okay, and run it again. Okay, there are a couple of applications. Okay, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Okay, good. So so let's have it. Let's check if it works or not. Okay, good. So it works for now, and now let's run this application. It should be, oh yeah, good. Yes, hello world, finally. Okay, yeah. Momentum. Now the fun part. That's what Tomcat supports. So that was easy. Hello servlet is gonna be that easy again. Okay, and I don't need web XML, but what I need is to remove, well, I leave it. Okay, so for now, I see if I can run it. Okay, still, it's TomEE. Good, it works. Now, let's create a session bean. That's something Tomcat doesn't support. So, hello EJB. TomEE stateless and no interface for this stateless session bean, so I'll have to add local bean. Okay, come on, local bean, and add a method I can call and have it public string hello return. That's the programming. Hello, Kyiv. Okay. Well, let me try it this way. Okay, good. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is to inject this hello EJB into my servlet, just as if you were using Spring, but you can expect transaction and security already available in this bin, while in Spring you might not. Yeah. So let's have this and hello EJB dot hello tochka. Okay. Okay, good. And now what I'm gonna do is to refresh it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, you know that JavaDay is that simple that if you want to create a SOAP web service, you need to add web service. It's that simple, really. Really? Yeah, I don't need it. Because NetBeans is eager enough to offer me support for Metro. Since I'm not using it, no, I don't need it. What I need is to have it deployed, and I've got it already, just to check if it works. Okay, it works, that's fine. But I can do web service and hello EJB, oops, where okay, hello EJB, and question mark, and WSDL, and expect to have WSDL. Yeah, got it, for free. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure you know SOAP UI. You use it, right? I used to use it, but it was long ago. Now I'm not developing applications anymore. Pardon? What I did is to run SOAP UI on Windows, since I'm on... No, don't use it. Oh, it will slow down my application. Oh, oh, no. Cancel it. Stop it. Okay. So again, SOAP UI, but not from Windows, from my own Mac. Yeah, good. So that's possible on Mac because, you know, I've got a virtual machine. So SOAP UI. So once it starts, I show something else. So since we've developed SOAP web service, what about RESTful web service? What it takes to create a RESTful web service? Just add another annotation, right? Path. Okay. Plus, let's call it REST. Okay. And then get. No, I don't need it. I know you want it, but I don't need it. Get. Okay. So what it does is to have this. Let's keep it this way. Yeah, I know. That's Mac. So path REST. So whenever I call REST with get action, HTTP action, I will call this method. Let's give it a try. It's that simple, really. So instead of web services, so now I call REST. It's wrong. It's wrong. No, it works. Okay. Yeah, it works. Yeah. I thought about another output. Yeah, здравствуйте, hello Kyiv. So it's that easy. So now let's go to SOAP UI. Since I've got this URL. Oh, I don't. Okay. So let's give it a try again. Web services and hello EJB and WSDL. Okay, I've got it. So now create a new project, new SOAP UI project, call it hello EJB, and execute the bean using SOAP UI. So let's open it. So whenever I call this empty hello method, I should receive, did I press it? Hello web services, hello, come on. Okay, it's SOAP UI. Okay, so it takes just a couple of annotations to have this application handle transactions, security, RESTful protocol, let's call it this way, and SOAP UI, SOAP protocol. So that's easy, but it's only easy with TomEE because TomEE adds some additional jars and glue code to make Tomcat play according to Java EE 6 web profile specification or rules. Okay, so how much time do I have? Ile jeszcze? 0. Okay, so let's finish it. So what I meant to show you more, but I'm not going to do it, is to show CDI. Well, CDI, what it takes is to create a beans.xml, empty beans.xml in WebInf, and create a podger and inject it to my servlet. That's what I meant to show you. Resource. What I needed to show is that this resource would add a resource defined in server XML. So configuration file managed by Tomcat. And there were some examples with JPA to all, but they were boring. So, are there any questions about TomEE? Yeah.
Does TomEE use UTF-8 out of the box?
Well, I don't know.
Because Tomcat doesn't.
I don't know. So, I don't remember any changes around, changing UTF-8 or UTF-16 to support Polish, Russian, or Cyrillica, or whatever. I don't know.
Tomcat uses Latin 1 ISO 9035.
Okay, so if Tomcat is broken, so is TomEE. Okay, other questions? EAR files. No, well, yeah, in some sense, but NetBeans wouldn't allow. So the question was, are EAR files supported by TomEE? Well, yes, but you wouldn't be able to use NetBeans IDE to create EAR file and deploy it to Tomcat, because NetBeans IDE or Eclipse IDE wouldn't allow you to do it. So yes, you can deploy EAR files to TomEE, but don't expect, full Java EE specification available under the TomEE cover, because, TomEE is not, Glassfish, JBoss, Web Server Application Server, or well, that's it, yeah. So yes and no. So, yeah. So what you can expect that some functionality of EAR file is available in Java EE 6 in WAR files. You know it. You don't need to have a separate EJB jar file for EJBs. You can include them in WebApp, in WebInf Leap or WebInf classes. Are there any questions? Are there any other questions? Nie ma pytań? Nie ma. Okay. Say it again. Okay, so thank you for your attention, and I invite you to try it.